in day 24 of Daily Valhalla, but I think we have like one more day left of this game, and then that's it. Alright, let's go to work. Let's go to the party. Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. He looked in the bag, get everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you that. Drink something. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave it for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Doesn't that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years, now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to my hat. Hey. You talk first. No, well, some day ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. Hey, what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know, I never opened it. At least, not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Hold on. Gotta change the background. There we go. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? So, this is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter and not wanting to open it for the fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. After all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sent me a letter. A fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For a fight? For not talking all these years? Ugh, now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just remembered all the times my sister provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you a chocolate labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3, or that time that you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of my hand. If the letter was supposed to be piss me off like that, I guess she had it all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? She told me that she died from localization nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day, but organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejection. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18 but kept it secret from everybody. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? Or was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the fingers near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was just what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctors said she might have missed the shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, and maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the injection acted afterwards, they don't know. She kept the secret from everyone, nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. But maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone, instead of just dying in her sleep. At least she died in her sleep though. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back, eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with the what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at the very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? and the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can't apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition after all these years. She didn't have to face it alone though. If only she... So, let's call her celebration. Let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we were to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we were to honor her, we'll do it together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we could do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No, she didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back from before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that, sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. This 180 of like all the bartending and this serious conversation. Jesus. It's too much for me. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shout at you either, so let's just call that water on the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger Ooh? I have, yeah. Well, the truth is that I visited from time to time, and the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Joe, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was there with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right there and then. And then, after graduation, I got a very good odd job there that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then, my became our future and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intention, she could be abrasive from time to time, and it weighed down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it after thinking it was best for me. What about my freedom, my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No, I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much, but you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old after working a job I hate. I just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you to you fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all the fence about not wanting to take the offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool hand and talked about that with her. My sister just said something like that. I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Could have listened to her at the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lower. We're quite the hotheads, you and me and my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. Yeah. But why didn't you come back, Joe? Did Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? Well, my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, it would never make sense. Everything sounds so very stupid when I look back, you know? Now that it makes... Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak with her ever again, and it feels like... And it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sister were meant for each other. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over these past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I want to call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Morning is fine now, but we should celebrate her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Seems the way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces, both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then, so let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Is she old enough for a drink? Grab this for a second. Okay, I know you're watching from the beyond right now. As I give a drink to your little sister, it's obvious to me that we were both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least, make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman just like you are. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure to let the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had. Hey, want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit. Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot. Hey Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that, eh? You and I are both too thickheads. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. But what can I promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over just like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said, that you look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. But I had no alcohol. Right. Now I think back to it. Didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better and went out for me an apple soda. I put bubblegum on those soles of her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny on my jaw heart for the rest of the day. Yeah, but you know you got my drink that time? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dills in her house that day, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used the same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, "So do you like eating me for lunch, Joe?" I'll tell you when you're older, or never at all. Hey Gabby, do you know your parents you're here? They think I'm at Claire's actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night, so why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. I like to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread is really good. Yep, he opened the second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in the Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District had almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it, I fucking knew you were a lesbian. Mark 1 for daddy. I think he had this bad with an acquaintance because ever since my sister was 12 years old or so. That's his sis was into girls and the acquaintance didn't believe him. You bet a beer on it, on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle was still in the fridge. It's even labeled Swift Victory. Your mom and Laura never made up, did they? I guess that one was as simple as it said. Instead of one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society. In her circle of friends, lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one though. Mom didn't reject it because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. Mom though, the opinion of her circle of friends were worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Don't know, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? Nah, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit. But I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh, I thought there was gonna be a party here. I'm over here. Party. A small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get a cola for the night though, no alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. That's nice. They made up. Cyberpunk Bartender. Is it over? That was the whole game? I thought... No. There has to be after credits, right? I know because of the different endings. What ending did we get though? Yo, this music was really good though. This game was so good. I loved all the characters. I didn't want it to end. I want to keep being a bartender. Yasbird. How do you even say that? Yasbird? Is that how you say it? Yasbird Games. Right? Fast forward this. No. Nope. I cannot fast forward this. Special thanks. Everyone who greeted you right there. This game is so good. I want to buy the Joe plushie. Just to have it around. But it's always out of stock from what I hear. And I don't know when they restock. I also don't remember where to buy it. I don't remember if it was... I think it's like a Crunchyroll store, or... Because I checked the Twitter, but the production, what is it called? The game studio doesn't have like a website to buy it. They have a website, but they don't have like a website to buy the game. Buy the plushie, I mean, not the game. They don't have a merch site, unfortunately. I think they do, but I need to find the link in Twitter. It's not pinned anywhere, so unfortunately. Why did this game have to end? The game was so good. That was short too. It's only like 19 minutes. It was a good game. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Gracias. Peluche. Peluche. Gracias, Peluche. Oh. Pressing enter makes it go too small. Yo, this music is good though. The ending music as well. Is that it? What's happened now? Friday, January 15th. Wait, this skips so much. Dorothy, so yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him that it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy has a weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked the fantasy and made sure he could live it up properly. Oh, it's Anna. I once saw a guy at the hospital in the emergency room after having castrated to fulfill a fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know? Just one what? We're just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo. You can see her. She looks very robot-y now. Close up. A Neo Tuhana thing. And now this? Don't you have more story? Come on, Joe. You're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Oh, huh. Now you pretend it's a surprise? Quiet you. She fought against endometrium rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to the same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. She was? Eh? Yeah, she kept her studies up while still in the hospital. She was self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able bodies can barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished that all by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer, and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great, and to think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird. I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky. Come again? It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away, and I think I heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well. As I was saying, the ball sack guy. Sunday, August 27th. What is all this? Why did you just skip so much? Gillian, I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. Is this like showing us how everybody branches off, I guess? I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, His hair looks so unkept. Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. Gil, we're leaving for like a week. Oh, but and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place, like where the switches and valves are. But I already know they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about the control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll just take care of the 4 ball just fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer on the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want it to Brody. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my emoto there and I don't want their eyes soiled. Emo who? Little sister. And just like little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Amana. Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from a day one while keeping your items and money. Oh, New Game Plus. New Game Plus. Alright, so I looked on Steam. I got 2 endings. A Dorothy Inquisition and... Let me see. Where's Steam? The good ending... What am I missing? I know there's a bad ending, but what other endings are there besides those 2? There's a bad ending. I think that was it. I think we got... Okay, so we got all the endings except... Oh, we didn't get the Alma ending. Alright. But that is enough. I think... There's something else? I think there's something else. Not Anna. Was it Anna? Demo start. It was something else, but I think we're missing one more. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. If there is, if not, then bye.